What's going on, guys? My name is Trevor. Welcome back to the channel. We are now in the month of April, but before we get into April movies, we gotta talk about all the March movies that I saw, rank them, and place them on their proper tiers. Join me down below in the comment section. Which is your favorite movie from the month of March? I don't know about for you, but March was a fantastic month of movies for me. Maybe one or two, I wouldn't say duds, but just not the best, but other than that, I saw 7 films. I was like 5 for 7 on movies that I absolutely loved. Had a great month of March. I'd love to know your favorite movie of March down below and your least favorite down below in the comments. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Let's get into these tiers. Starting over with our tiers, we have best of the month. Great, good, okay, meh, and worst of the month. So let's start off with Creed 3, the first movie I saw in the month of March, and I'm putting this in the great tier. I absolutely love this movie. I only got a chance to see it once. It is already on digital, which I thought was pretty surprising because it was still doing pretty well at the box office, but a fantastic movie in addition to the Rocky universe, and it stood on its own 2 legs without Rocky in it. I was really worried about that going in. Was I going to be wondering where Rocky was? Safe to say, I wasn't. And Jonathan Majors, Michael B. Jordan, they just crush it, turning great performances, and just, I love the brother story, I love Tessa Thompson, I love the Creed movies. Hope we get a Creed 4, but I think they ended this trilogy off nicely. If we get more, awesome. If not, I'm cool with that too. I really, really loved Creed 3. Then we have Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerrero, the Guy Ritchie movie. Guy Ritchie is one of my favorite filmmakers working today. His movie's going in the great tier as well. This went completely under the radar. Did pretty well overseas, like a lot of Guy Ritchie's movies do, like in London. He's very big over there. His movies do well over there. But in America, I went to see this a couple days after it opened, and I was the only one in theater with my fiance. It was just us two, so I wish more people would go see this. It is on digital. You can rent it. I 100% think this is such a fun movie, and I'm a diehard fan of Guy Ritchie. Has Guy Ritchie's tropes and quirks that he always includes, but it feels like a Mission Impossible Fast and Furious movie. Something you can kind of take lighthearted, have a lot of fun with. I wish more people saw it. I absolutely loved it. Then we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I'm going to put this in okay. I just wasn't overly fond of this movie and how many jokes it tried to make. That was my biggest gripe with the film, is that every single chance it got, pretty much the entire movie, it tried to make a joke, tried to make you laugh, tried to make you slap your knee, and I got annoyed with that. That happens sometimes with movies. I get it. It's family friendly. They're trying to be family friendly, but they're walking that line very finely because then they start swearing, but then they start being for family friendly kids. It just, sometimes it doesn't sit well with me, and the one thing too is, are we ever going to see Shazam again? That's my biggest problem going in with the last DCEU movie was, am I ever going to see this character again? Is this just kind of all for a waste? This movie, did it do anything for us? That's what I was thinking when I was watching it, but it's a fun time with the movie. Zachary Levi is good. I just wanted more, I guess. I don't know why I was expecting so much, but Rachel Zegler, easily probably my favorite part of the movie, and I just wanted more from her as well. And we have Scream 6. I'm going to put Scream 6 in the great tier as well. Out of the 3 in a great tier, Scream 6 is my least favorite. It's safe to say, though, I still love the hell out of this movie. While I was a pretty decent fan of Scream 5, I didn't love it like I really wanted to, but it was a solid movie. Scream 6, I straight loved. This had everything and more you could want as a Scream fan, and Scream is my favorite horror franchise of all time, so going into this one, it literally hit on every trope that all Scream fans are going to love, Scream fans want. Had so many Ghostface kills in there, one of, if not the best opening scene of any of the Scream movies, which I absolutely love. That opening with a Ghostface and a Ghostface and a Ghostface, like there was 3 Ghostfaces on screen at one time. It was just insane. That's what I absolutely loved about it. And the kills in a story, bringing back legacy characters, no one's off limits. I love this movie. I love this cast, and the core 4 is what they call themselves as main 4 characters, and I love them a lot. And Mason Gooding, who plays Chad, might be my all-time favorite Scream character. I mean, I love the dude a lot, and the kills, great. One problem, Ghostface, I saw it coming from a mile away. With a lot of the Scream movies, they're never like a dun-dun-dun minus Scream 4 for me, but nonetheless, had a ton of fun with this. Loved going back into the world of the Scream and Ghostface, and it was just great. I loved it. Then we have 65, and 65 is going down in the worst of the month. I was so excited for this. This was my most anticipated movie of the month of March, and I don't know why that was, but I was so damn hyped for it. It fell through the cracks. It literally just, it was just a movie that, like, every time there was a threat, it went immediately away. Then a threat came again, then it went immediately away. Then a threat came again, and went immediately away. That was my biggest problem with the movie, is that the threat was always just not really threatful. A huge T-Rex chasing him. He shoot it in the face. It was gone. Wow. And it wanted to be intense, and that was probably my biggest comment I can give this film, is that it was intense. You felt it. You're like, okay, this is getting a little bit crazy. But they had this relationship with him and this girl that you're really trying to buy into, and I couldn't buy into it all the way, and that's why I 100% think that this is the worst of the month. Then we have Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Best of the month. This is my favorite movie of the year so far, and I have not got a chance to go back and rewatch it in theaters, but I want to so bad. It's doing great at the box office right now. Talk about a fun adventure, and I have not played D&D. Everything I know from Dungeons and Dragons, Stranger Things taught me, so heading into this one, I went in blind, wasn't all that excited, but I was excited for Chris Pine, because I love Chris Pine, I love Michelle Rodriguez, I love Justice Smith, so I was like, I think I can have some fun here, and I heard everyone say it's just a fun time with the movies. This is the most fun I've had at the movie since probably Top Gun Maverick. I'm not even lying. Like, it was everything and more that I wasn't expecting. I love the humor. I love the story. I love the world of Dungeons & Dragons that they dove deep down into. I love these characters. Little plug, D&D characters ranking coming to the channel tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. But Chris Pine is just so lovable and likable. I got to see this one early, and I was so glad that I did. I was in a jam-packed theater with so many D&D fans. Literally everyone was dressed up. It was awesome. It was epic. The best theater experience I've had in such a long time. Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, my favorite movie of the year so far. The best movie of the month. Then we have, finally, John Wick Chapter 4. The Baba Yaga returns in his final movie. When I got out of this movie, I said, that might be my least favorite John Wick. Then I rewatched 2 and 3, because I already rewatched 1, one of my all-time favorite action movies. I rewatched 2 and 3, and they just went down a little bit. And John Wick 4 went up quite a bit. It's going in the great tier. I'm going to put this one in the top of the great tier. It won't let me. There we go. Top of the great tier. That's how much I love John Wick 4. My second favorite movie of the month, second favorite movie of the year. Action-packed for 2 hours and 49 minutes. The Baba Yaga is as ruthless as ever, with so many great additional characters. His character of Kane, which we're talking about maybe doing a spin-off series or movie about, he's blind, and he's so badass. He's more badass than John Wick in this movie. That's what I love, that it wasn't all focused on Keanu and John Wick. Keanu turned in his worst performance as John Wick for me. Very clunky and cliche how he was saying his lines, but other than that, some of the best action scenes you've ever seen in your life. I think there's one when he's going through the house shooting dragon's breath shotgun shells, which shoots fire out of a gun, and he's running through the house and have like basically this camera, just like a looking down view of everything going through the house. One of the best action scenes I've ever seen in my life. I love the hell out of this movie. And March is concluded, making it for one of the greatest month for movies ever for me. I absolutely loved it. Now we're in April. A little bit slower, but nonetheless, I'm looking forward to it. Let me know your favorite movies from the month of March down below in the comment section. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Lots of trailers coming this week, reacting to a bunch of them. A D&D character ranking coming tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.